Hi guys, Little Aussie Mel here doing my week 40 post-op VSG update. My highest ever weight was 105 kilos or 231 pounds. My pre-op diet starting weight was 97.4 kilos or 214 pounds. This morning I weighed in at 67.9 kilos or 149.4 pounds, which is exactly the same as last week. So that's fine. I had 2 good losses in a row the weeks before, so I wasn't really expecting any, I mean, like traditionally that would mean, you know, not much loss this week, but I've been eating really well, so I did kind of think maybe I would get a loss. So anyway, I don't know, I'm not really too phased about it because I know I have been doing well in all that regards. I mean, I haven't exercised or anything, but yeah, my life is too crazy at the moment to be exercising. I've got nearly all my house packed up. Removalists are arriving 8 o'clock in the morning to take all my stuff to the new place. So this will be my last video from this location. Removalist, that's actually one word in the Australian language that is actually the long version, where I think Americans say movers and we say the removalists. So that's one example where we don't shorten everything. Anyway, yeah, so I had an interesting experience during the week where I was doing a massive sort out of my wardrobe so that, you know, I could donate anything that didn't fit and move as little clothing as possible when I go. And I found the clothes that I kept, like I get rid of everything as I shrink out of it, but I hung on to like my biggest pair of jeans and a top that I always felt comfortable in. Anyway, so I put the jeans on and they were just ridiculous. They were so baggy, and it was mind-blowing to see how they looked on me, because once upon a time they were my favourite pair of jeans to wear because they just fit perfectly. They were fitted. They weren't. I wasn't busting out of them or anything. Probably that's why I liked them. But they were, you know, they were well worn, big, baggy. They were actually like a fabric top roll down ones, so that they didn't cut in with button and zip. Anyway, so I put the clothes on and looked at myself in the mirror, and I felt a really interesting mix of emotions. I got really emotional. I cried, but it was not a, it was weird. It wasn't like, I wasn't crying because I was happy that I'd lost weight. It was like, I was almost mourning the old me, which really surprised me, because in no way do I miss being overweight. In no way would I ever want to go back to being that size ever again. But I don't know, it was like it was like I couldn't even like slip back into those old comfortable clothes that I used to be able to put on and almost disappear. I could hide in those clothes, and now when I put them on, there's nowhere to hide, I guess. There's everywhere I go, I feel like I don't have that fat layer to hide behind anymore, as far as, you know, I guess it served many purposes for me. It stopped me from getting unnecessary attention, so I didn't have to feel like people were looking at me when I was out and about in public, where I definitely notice that now, not just attention from men, but women as well. It's kind of strange. It's a very strange feeling, whereas I guess before, when I was bigger, I was more invisible, and I don't have that fat layer to blame on anything anymore about, well, my life would be happier if I wasn't fat, or maybe I didn't get that job I really wanted because the interviewer has a thing against fat people, or I don't know. It was a really interesting mix of emotions. I had a good talk to VSG Tanya about it, and so that was good to kind of process some feelings. Oh, and Little Wonders Wendy, we had a chat about it as well. But yeah, it was just interesting, I guess. I don't know if anyone else has experienced anything like that. Let me know. I don't have any notes today. I know I had other things I wanted to talk about, but I'm a bit scatterbrained because I'm moving and everything. I will just share with you the funniest story. This is purely for my North American friends, with the spiders. So my brother also moved house recently, and my mum was helping him pack, and she brought a box. She brought a box of light globes over to his house so he could replace a few. And like she grabbed it out of their shed, and anyway, so she got to the house and she reached into the box and she was handing him light globes out of the box, and she pulled her arm out, and a huge huntsman spider like was on her arm, like probably, you know, like that size was the huntsman, and yeah, so it like was on her arm, and she saw it and started to scream, and it ran up her arm and leapt onto her face. And she was just sitting there screaming, and my brother was screaming. And eventually it like flicked off, and my brother just went over and hugged her. He was like, "It's okay, Mum." It's gone, it's gone. So, so funny. But, you know, like, it's like the spider dance. It's quite common here to do the spider dance when a big huntsman gets on you. I know my husband once had one inside his shorts when he got dressed one day. That was it. That was a funny dance too. But anyway, totally non-WLS related. I think it's Katie VSG's or Losing Weight Kate's birthday today. Happy birthday, Katie. It was Downsizing Mel's birthday during the week just gone, and it's Little Wonder Wendy's birthday this week coming, so lots of people with excuses to celebrate. Yeah, that will do me for today. Alright, I will see you next week from my new location. Hopefully I've got lots of boxes unpacked by then. Alright, bye guys.